Hello, this is Rebecca with maggiescrochet.com. I am showing you how to work the berry stitch by showing you the berry bushes dishcloth. This is the finished dishcloth here, and I'm working a 4-inch swatch. So I'm going to continue. I've done rows 1 through 5, and I'm going to continue with this pattern. You can find this free pattern on bestfreecrochet.com, and it's pattern number 283. So I'm starting with row 6, which says repeat rows 2 through 5 for the remainder of this dishcloth. So I'm going to go back to row 2. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to turn. Then I'm going to slip stitch in the first. So slip stitch. And then I'm going to berry in the next. And so to work a berry, it's in these special stitches. It tells you how to work it. You yarn over, you insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop. You have 3 on your hook now. So you yarn over and pull through one of the loops, yarn over and insert into that same stitch that you first did, pull up a loop, and now you have 5 on your hook. So you're going to pull through, yarn over and pull through all 5. Then you're going to chain 1 to secure. And now you're going to work a slip stitch in the next stitch. And you're going to work this all the way across. So yarn over, insert hook, pull through, yarn over and pull through 1, yarn over and insert your hook into the same, pull up a loop, there's 5, pull through all 5, chain 1, and slip stitch in the next. And we'll keep repeating this berry stitch. When you insert your hook, you want to be sure to pick up both loops from the previous row. You don't want to work only in the front or only in the back, so you want to be sure to go under both. Typically a pattern will tell you when they want you to work in just the front loop or just the back loop, and so when it does not specify, then you should assume that you are to be working with both of them. It makes your project look a lot cleaner. It doesn't leave lines from where you didn't pick up a loop, so it does make it look more uniform. It doesn't show your rows as bad. Now there is room for one more berry. And now we have finished the row 2 repeat. Now we're going to move on to the row 3 repeat. So we chain 1 and turn. We're going to slip stitch in the first single crochet, I said that backwards, we're single crocheting in the first slip stitch. Then we are going to slip stitch in the berry, and then we are going to single crochet in the slip stitch. This will kind of balance out the pattern. The berry gives it a little curve, and going back over the berry with a slip stitch and a single crochet will flatten out your dishcloth. So we're single crocheting in the slip stitch, and we are slip stitching in the berry. So slip stitch in this last berry, and then single crochet at the very end of the row. Okay. So now we've completed the repeat of row 3. So now we're going to move on to the repeat of row 4. Chain 1 and turn. We're going to bury in the first single crochet. So yarn over, pull through one loop, yarn over, insert your hook into the same. There's 5 on your hook now. Pull through all 5. Chain 1. Now we're going to slip stitch in the slip stitch. And we're going to repeat this pattern all the way across. So we are going to bury in the single crochet, and slip stitch in the slip stitch. This pattern says to use a size H hook, but I crochet very tightly, so I am using a size I. And you can use whichever size is necessary for you to obtain the correct gauge. Using a bigger hook makes it easier to slip stitch in these slip stitches if you crochet tight like I do, but that is up to you. So you can work a little swatch like this to practice before you actually start making your dishcloth, so you can figure out what size hook and everything to use. And we're going to work a berry in the very last of this row. So now we have completed the repeat of row 4, and now we are going to turn and do the repeat of row 5. So we are going to chain 1 and turn. We're going to single crochet in the berry and slip stitch in these slip stitches. So single crochet in the berry, and then down in the slip stitch we're going to do a slip stitch. Single crochet and 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 slip stitch. And single crochet in the last. And now we have completed the repeat of rows 2 through 5, learning the berry stitch.